Welcome to the 60X Business Show. My name is Kitumaini, and together with my guests, we'll be having different conversations about business, entrepreneurship, and life. This is the show you've been waiting for. Stay tuned. Welcome to the conversation, and today's guest is Nathalie Remera. Nathalie, welcome to this conversation.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here.
Wonderful. How are you today?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Awesome.
Good.
A little bit of background. Nathalie, she's the co-founder of Uzi Collections. And as you know, it's the made in Rwanda iconic fashion brand. I will let Nathalie to shed some light a little bit. Tell us more, what is Uzi all about for some guests who don't know?
Thank you. Uzi Collection, it's a brand, a clothing brand that do casual wear, both for women and men. Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. So welcome to the show, and I will be asking you questions, but we'll be spinning the wheel, and randomly we'll select a number, and then from there I will ask you a direct question. Are you excited and ready about this?
Very much.
It's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be fine. Are you ready?
Yes.
Over to you. Let's start.
All right.
Let's roll the drums. Question number 7. Question number 7. What will make your company successful in this industry? We've seen this pandemic shaking a lot of businesses. How do you see this pandemic playing in your favor? Do you think it will enable you to be successful, or it will move you backward?
It's not always easy when it comes to a crisis, to any business to survive, but again, you need to think quick and strategize. Is quick to know what you can do and take advantage in whatever opportunity that is coming by. So I think, as per now, all this time that this pandemic has been here, I'm really confident that the business will keep running, because we have brought up new strategies. We have kind of changed a lot of things just to see how we can pass through the crisis. Yes.
Have you seen yourselves declining or being stagnant or increasing a little bit? Walk me through how is like your sales performing during this pandemic?
So from the first time, the time that we weren't working, because our e-commerce wasn't that active, it has very decreased. But as per now, the time that we started working again, we put a lot of efforts in finding new strategies, in getting to our clients, trying to enter the e-commerce, making our websites and our social media platform active, so that even clients that can't reach us, physically at our store can still get, a way of getting our products. So as per now, things are getting to the normal and a little bit beyond.
Wonderful. So, for some of the people joining us now, Nathalie Remera, she's the co-founder of Uzi Collection, which is a made in Rwanda brand of clothes, and they target youth especially, correct? And they've been operating in Rwanda for the last 5 years, and Nathalie and a co-founder, Lauren, they started their company back in university, correct?
Yes.
Walk us through, how did it feel, two amazing, energetic ladies opening their business still at university?
It was hard and very challenging because I remember the first time that we had our jobs, our former jobs that we were doing. And it was one of the hardest decisions to quit our job so that we engage ourselves into the business. So it was challenging in one way or another, and mainly because we are even ladies and entering an industry that was very small back in the days. So it was challenging, but a day on a day we learned to face the challenges and everything. So. Yeah,
well, it was challenging, but you learn how to navigate all those challenges to move forward. Wonderful. Let's spin the wheel for the second question. Ooh,
Me
between
too.
10 and 11. We're confused, so let me spin again.
Let me spin again.
Awesome. That's, I
9.
think it's 9. There is a lot of competition in your industry, right? And why should a customer come and buy from you than maybe choosing from other brand? What makes Uzi Collection brand unique to stand out in the market?
What makes customers come to us? It was the first thing that we wanted to bring to the market that wasn't there. You know, we used to find many clothing made in Rwanda, but that are not up to the standard that we wanted or we wished to be called made in Rwanda. So that is the first core of our company that we put on an energy when we started. It was a good, you know, that's that kind of a cloth that you can really call a made in Rwanda, that is chic, that is you know, that is very finished, that is made, you know, in a very good way. So that is the first thing that we put our energy in, and I think our clients, it's one of the main factor that they come to us.
Okay, quality and uniqueness.
Yes.
Are you wearing some of your Uzi collection?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
As you can see, it looks like there is great quality, and as Nathalie said, there is uniqueness in what they offer. Let's spin up for the next question. Let's hold the drums as we wait for the next number. 8. And then this is like a common belief, right? When it comes to made in Rwanda, the end consumers, they think about, they target to a little bit expensive, right? What are the challenges you've seen when it comes to positioning your brand in the market? And there is that talk, there is that perception that say, oh my God, this product might be expensive.
Yes, that is a normal thing as a newly industry in everywhere. It gets a little bit hard for people to, you know, to find themselves into that thing. So every business has a targeted market. So we have a targeted market, and for the uniqueness I was telling you before, people doesn't complain much about the you know, the price. Yeah.
Actually, I was checking your price on your website. The price they're quite average and affordable. To be honest,
they're quite average. Yeah, exactly. So it was something that we wanted to Rwandan or everyone around that are getting interested into made in Rwanda to not be fearing or getting scared to that level. You know, thinking. We try to put it in the middle so that not everyone exactly can afford them, but again, to be, you know, fair to everyone.
Amazing. So for some viewers, Uzi Collection there, as Nathalie said, I've checked it out. Most of their price they're quite average. And again, they're going after a specific target group of people. So it's not for everyone. And in business, as entrepreneurs out there, whenever you want to start your company, you're defining your product and you're saying, these are my target group of people, and those are the people who can be able to afford the product that you're selling. And I will try to go back a little bit from the beginning. Growing up as a kid, how did you envision your life or your career to be? As a young kid, did you visualize that you'll be leading with your co-founder the iconic Uzi Collection, or you had totally different other dreams when you're growing up?
To be honest, not really.
Okay.
I didn't know, mainly into fashion. I really didn't know about that. But growing up into a family of a lot of children and everything, I've always liked business, you know,
Okay.
a person to put into action things, you know, being in charge of things and, you know, leading in actual sense. So, as our Ministry of Education, you know, they have emphasized this since our younger age at school to, you know, to be entrepreneurs, you know, the course of entrepreneurship and everything. So, as an early age, I've started thinking about, okay, business. What is it about business? How can I be an entrepreneur? But I saw that it was something hard, you know, as a kid, you know, growing up after the genocide and everything. I was like, this thing is not possible. I'm not gonna make it. But growing up with a lot of experience, reading books and everything, I was like, let me start. And I got the chances to meet my partner in high school. So she was too much into fashion. She loved everything about fashion. So the more we talked, the more we engaged in each other. We were like, let's start small. Let's start with you know, the small that we have, and it ended up being Uzi Collections.
Okay, so when you grew up in a family that it's business oriented, you had no clue about business, and then through along the years, going to school, the passion for business starts arising inside you. When you reach school, you met a business partner who is very, very passionate about fashion, and then she bought the tastes about fashion and influenced you a little bit about fashion. Do you see that your partner influenced you or encouraged you to love fashion more when you guys met?
Definitely, because seeing in her eyes talking about fashion, how she searched everything about fashion, it was like most probably that passion or that thing that was inside me of owning a business. I was like, let me try it out, this thing, so it might work. And as a younger age, we were at university, very young. I was 21, 22. So we were very young. So we were like, this is an opportunity. If we work together, if we put everything on the table together, it might be something that's
that's amazing. Kudos to your partner who influenced you, and maybe if Uzi Collection it's now what it is, it's because of that moment when the two of you connected and said, okay, let's see how the magic that will come from fashion, and then let's give it a try. And we know that most businesses has been affected by this pandemic, and either your working capital, either acquiring your raw materials, and sometimes delivering your product to some of your buyers. As a company, as a business owner, what are the challenges currently you're facing in your business?
A lot of them. Actually, like all the SMEs, all the business that are trying to, you know, to get on another level, we have all been affected by the pandemic. You know, there's a lot of like around 1 month and more that we haven't been really working. You know, the plan that we had ahead, the target that we had in this whole 2020, it had been checked in one or another. But as I was telling you, it opened our eyes to be like, let's find new strategies. Let's find a way to, you know, to push it more harder, so that these few months that we are working, we put more energy so that it gives the same results as one we were expecting to end this 2020 with.
Oh, okay. What are like you do export, right? You have buyers, like people who buy your clothes from outside of Rwanda?
Yes, we do.
What are the markets that we can see people wearing Uzi Collection ones?
Mostly European market, because we have even been there, I think, twice. So mostly that market. We have some people that are ordering from there, but even this time it has slowed because of the pandemic and everything. But it's in Europe.
Okay, so there we can if someone is in Europe watching now, so there is some possibility to order your Uzi collection item clothes, and then it's gonna be easily delivered to you or shipped to you because they're already in the market and they're operating that market. And talking about brand, I personally know that branding is very, very important when it comes to fashion. So there are some people who can just come and no matter how pricey the item is, as long as it's the brand that they feel connected to, they love, and they can just pay the money. Let's say we all know big expensive brand like Apple, Benz, no matter the price they put out there in the market. So like we're in September, soon they're gonna be Apple release. So
Yes.
people feel connected to that. Brand is very, very important. As a company, are you happy the way you've positioned your brand in the market where you liked it to be, or there are still more effort and improvements that you feel like we haven't reached there, we still need to work more?
Long way to go.
Okay.
As a person who do business, we always dream, you always want to add more, you know, you always want to change things. So we haven't yet get there, long way to go. But so far good. We have reached a place that we can say that we are proud of ourselves. Yeah, because on the market, Uzi collection has get to be known as a brand, but we still have a long way to go. Yeah.
Okay, and what other, do you have already some, let's say, some key blocks that you've put it now that can help you reach the milestone that you're envisioning your brands to be in Rwanda? So are there some key metrics or achievement that you're personally happy that you've been able to achieve in the last 5 years?
Yes, we could say so, because even surviving for all these 5 years, you know, getting our brand to be known as it is known on this level, it is quite a huge achievement for us, because the time we started, you know, as all entrepreneurs, we weren't sure. Even 5%, I would say. It's something that we were passionate about, and with nothing, with no means, with no, you know, just a passion. It's not something that you have learned, you know, no fashion school in Rwanda. So it was just a passion. So so far, in the past 5 years, you know, that journey was very long, as on our side, but also on the reflection that we get to other people, to our customers, to our market. It's a very good, you know, achievement.
Wonderful, that's great. Being an entrepreneur, it's one of the most challenging things, and in the last 5 years, you've been able to grow your brand with your partner Lauren. How does it feel being an entrepreneur?
For me, it's simply amazing, because you always wake up one morning, you know, going to chase your dreams, going to do something that you love. You know, it's not everyone who's meant to be entrepreneurs, because it's not even that easy, as you said. But again, it's out of something that you like, that you're passionate about. So it's something amazing when. You know, I'll give you a simple example. When we started, like the first year, it wasn't that easy to pay our own salaries as you know, business owners. But we were always, you know, content seeing that we have paid the employees, that people are getting to know our brand. You know, that simple thing were, you know, very touchy to our hearts, because we were passionate about that, about what we are doing.
Okay, so there is a combination I'm seeing of passion and doing the things that you love, sometimes sacrificing and not paying your salaries, as long as maybe your team achieve results, you pay your employees, it feels good as an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Oh, nice. And talking about teams, how big is your team again?
We are a team of 11 people.
Okay, wow,
Yes,
that's a
11,
lot,
yeah.
a lot. Um, as an entrepreneur, you have responsibility to lead your team. How does it feel like being leading your brand in the Rwandan markets, one of the top brand in Rwanda? At the same time, you feel like I also have a team that I need to take care of. How does that make you feel personally, like all those responsibilities?
It's something that you get used as the day, come along. You feel that it's like giving birth to a child, and you feel that that child depends on you. You're the one to guide. You're the one to give, a position everywhere. You're the one to give, a reputation outside and everything. So you get used. You get used to be shaping your team, to be, and then giving the exact vision where you want to go, where you want to be in a certain period of time, and giving enough communication with your team about that vision and everything. So you get used.
Okay. Like, let's say in 10 or 15 years, talking about vision, waking up, what is the first headline you like to see maybe in New Times about Uzi collections?
In the next 10, 15 years. That's a very long time.
Yeah.
But I would want Uzi to be like, a big brand, not only in Rwanda, but, globally, as you were saying about big brands, how people don't mind about small things, about prices, about everything. So I would want Uzi to be one of those big brands globally. Yeah.
Okay. So in 10, 15 years, you like a headline in the New Times, like
the collection.
Uzi collection, they're penetrated maybe the entire global market. That could be the headline. And then it can be an editor writing a few things. That could be the headline of the news.
Yes, the collection of 2030.
2030.
Uzi collections, collection 2030 is out, and,
Okay, to make you feel good?
Yes.
Wonderful. And can you tell me, as an entrepreneur, right? As an entrepreneur running your business, you tell me a moment when you felt like, actually, this is too much. I'm burning out. I'm trying things, and then I'm having late night of sleep, and then you feel like, actually, I just want to give up on my baby. I want to give up on my business, which is your baby. I want to give up on this. And do you have that moment, and how did you feel?
The point of giving up, it has passed a long time ago, but that pressure, that challenging, that being overwhelmed about things.
I want to know, you had that moment.
Yes, from the start, 2 years, two years back when we started, we were trying things, so when you're still a very small company, when you don't know the tomorrow, when you don't know that the collection that you're bringing to the market, people are going to like them and everything. So that is the time that you be like, you're afraid. You be okay, should I continue this to make it something like a career or anything, or should I step out and find something else to do? Yeah. But again, the fear, the challenges, the late nights, the working, it doesn't stop. It's still on. You work when you're working on something. When you started a project, you need to put your all. You invest yourself as much as possible, more than your team, so that your team can see that you're putting on your all. It's something that as an entrepreneur or as a business owner, you always do. Yeah. So
you had a moment in time, so around 2 years ago, and you feel like, actually, should I continue with this, or is it going to be successful? And then you feel like, oh my gosh, I really want to give up. But deep down inside you say, actually, no. I need to strive through this. I need to push harder. I need to continue ahead. And based on that resilience, that pushing harder, it's enabled you to reach today where you are.
Yes.
Wonderful.
That time came where it was actually quite after we left our job, me and my partner.
Okay.
And the first month or the first year, we were like, okay, are we really going to manage that? Are we really? But, you know, the time that I didn't have that energy and everything, she backed me up. The time that I didn't have that energy,
Okay.
I backed her up. So it was, you know, helping each other too.
Access to raw material, it's very, very challenging, especially the supply versus the demand. And most of the products in Rwanda, we outsource some of the raw materials outside, either in the regional market or either China, India, etc. So, and for some businesses that also influence their price offering in the markets, right? With this pandemic, we've seen like delay in either in restriction with airports, there was delay in supplying the item. In your case, that sometimes if your suppliers maybe increase the price, there is some price increase in the market, does it influence your selling price, or you know how you can put your overhead over that and keep your price consistent in the market?
So far, we have been able to manage that, though it has been a little bit more expensive. The ones that we buy here, the ones that we order online, as you said, they were delaying a little bit, but mainly the suppliers that we have here, because we are people that we work together for a very long time, so we try to maintain the prices for our end product and see how we can reinvest in that and strategize very well to see if we can it doesn't affect a lot to our clients or our customers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even if there is a peak on pricing from your supplier side, doesn't influence much your selling price to your customers.
So far, it hasn't yet. Okay. Yeah, because we are still reinvested again to see how we can manage to stabilize that, and it's not something that we hope that will not keep being like this.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. So let me wrap up this conversation with my last question. If you could start over from the beginning, you could start over from zero as a business person, what business would you start and why?
Okay, I will still go for fashion.
Really?
Because yes, fashion industry, it was a business back in the time when it started. In the last 5 years, it was an industry that was still growing, and it's always good to start a business in an industry, in a new industry, so that you can learn even the challenges that pop up on you. You get to manage how to to fix them, rather than coming into something when you're new and other people are already there and everything. So I'll still go into fashion because at the end of the day, I've got to learn to like and love fashion because of all this journey together with my partner. So I think I'll still go for fashion.
Wonderful. So we are coming to the end of this conversation, and as you've heard from Nathalie, if she could start over again in business, she would still go for fashion. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and thanks a lot for making it to the show. We are coming to the end, and the conversation continue on social media using the hashtag 60xbusiness. And remember to tag me also. My handle is Kitumaini. Till next time, take care, wear your mask, and I see you down the road.